Profits are up 10 million this year. The biggest single reason is Naked got a year older. And every year that Naked gets older, we invest a chunk of money in acquiring new customers. That flows through into the numbers. And despite the fact that the UK market is pretty tough, that investment in new customer acquisition produced another chunk of growth in income in Naked. Majestic also delivered some growth in sales, which flowed through to the bottom line. But the third element, which I'm going to keep coming back to in future presentations, is that not only are we investing more money in growth in Naked, we're also investing it more efficiently, and therefore we were able to achieve the same payback with a slightly smaller investment. The original plan was to produce a growth business that could grow sustainably even in tough times, because we could afford to invest in growing new customers, because customers were valuable, because they were loyal, and the reason they were loyal was because there's strong propositions behind it. So if you go back to what I said right at the beginning, I think the numbers in Naked tell the story. People love the proposition, are very loyal to it, and we're investing in growth there. Online in Majestic, that's happening. And as far as the proposition in the stores is concerned, we are refocusing on that and doubling down on customer engagement to make that a really powerful proposition. And if we can nail that, I feel very comfortable that we know how to bring people into stores. If we deliver the in-store experience, we'll also get the retention we need to make the formula work. The main reason growth has slowed since last year is the UK economy is in a tough place. And UK retail especially is in a tough place. So if you look, Naked Australia, Naked US both grew very strongly. And the UK market is tough. Input prices have gone up because of currency. Consumers are holding on to their money because of uncertainty. We expect it to remain tough, possibly even get tougher. But we do believe that despite all of this, the projects we had in place as part of our transformation plan will mean that we will hit the numbers that are in the market for the year end. First of all, we've got 20% of our sales are in the US and Australia, and those are both performing very well. So we're really talking about the UK environment. Within the UK, online sales are growing strongly, and we're very happy with that. So it's really UK retail sales which are having a tough time. And the answer to that is, I'm not worried about it because it's been on the cards for a long time. The question is, what are we doing about it? And what we're doing about it is we're doubling down on engaging our people to get them to double down on engaging customers, to offer people a customer experience in store you simply can't get in a supermarket. And my belief is if we're successful in doing that, and we really make that a key differentiator, physical retail becomes an asset, not a liability. So just as a reminder, in previous years we've said we need to focus on retail before we focus on commercial. This is the year we focus on commercial. The biggest single change has been we have hired an excellent new chief executive. Her name's Olivia Fitzgerald. She comes from a background of selling software into our target customers. So she understands the customer base, she understands what professional selling looks like, and that set of skills, together with the inherent competitive advantages of the business, mean that despite the fact that B2B is tough right now, the market is in turmoil, Majestic has got a great niche, and I think Olivia's the right person to take us into dealing with that. So far, so good. Just as a quick reminder, we had a Capital Markets Day 6 weeks ago. We said we were going to be doubling the investment in new customer acquisition. We said at the time we were earning a payback of about 4 times. The way the numbers have come out is the payback actually turns out to have been close to 4.7 than 4. And the investment pipeline is growing nice and steadily. Right now, the prospects for the year don't look very different to what we talked about at the Capital Markets Day, but we said we would let people know if that changes, and we will. Mainly new customer acquisition. So the bulk of it, if you look in money terms, is largely about acquiring new customers. If you look at it in energy terms, it's about engagement with our people to get them to engage with customers. It's about investment in technology to remove boring tasks from stores, from back office, so that we can free people up to focus on the customer instead of filling out forms and completing reports somewhere in the back room. And we can take cost out of the business and make it more efficient and ready for a tougher environment.